I think I've come to the point where I have seen so many movies and cartoons and books and anime and all that kind of stuff that literally nothing surprises me anymore. I finally got a chance to sit down and see Josh Brolin's, Zach Krieger's directed movie Weapons, right? But basically, long story short, you got these kids from this one classroom, man, 30 something of them. In the middle of the night, they get up, run off into the night, right? And they not seen for a long time and don't nobody know what's going on. Basically, the movie is talking about how that happened. And as I'm sitting here watching that movie, I'm thinking to myself, where do I know this from? Where do I know this from? And so I got to getting on my train of thought, right? Y'all know how my tracks go sometimes. And I start thinking, wait a minute. Wasn't this an episode of Trigun? And I'm not talking about the new Trigun. I'm talking about the old like '90s Trigun. I think it was the episode was alternative or something like that. I'm gonna put it in the comments. But
One day, without warning, everyone just stopped what they were doing and they began to walk. They didn't take a thing with them. They didn't say a word as they left. Dad! Dad, what's wrong? What's the matter? Say something! What's happening? Oh! What are you all doing? Dad! Mom! Mom! Dad! They all
basically, in that episode of Trigun, right, it was the reverse. The kids found that their parents ran off in the middle of the night and they couldn't stop them, right, based off of this noise that they was hearing. So, look, Zach Krieger, look, I'm gonna have to do a video on why I think modern horror movies suck. Like, because look, if you think about modern horror movies and everything like that, first of all, they just rehashes of iconic, monsters from the past. That being said, if you think about new monster movies, new monsters, those types of things, they're not scary to us. And I finally figured out why. It's their backstories, it's their origins. If you think about, monsters from like the 80s and stuff like that, especially like the slashers, they had just straight up terrible origin story. Michael Myers, I think, had the nicest one. All right, he was crazy, went crazy as a kid and stabbed his sister inside the bathtub. But think of people like Jason. Jason, right? All right, so we got Jason. His mom witnesses him basically drowned inside the lake, Camp Crystal Lake, because the teenage counselors is off having sex. So what does she do? She decides to take it out on the counselors, man, and start going around and destroying them all. Anyway, they get the drop on moms, everything, end up killing moms. And then what happens? Jason wakes up and like, yo, you killed my mother. Prepare to die. Okay, first of all, I honestly think that Jason is inhabited by the spirit of his mother. Think about Chucky. Chucky was a serial, before he became an adult, he was a serial killer that was in a devil worship, right? That's how he knew the seance. That's how he learned the seance to inhabit the doll, right? Like, Freddy Krueger had one of the most messed up origin stories. His mom is locked accidentally inside an insane asylum over the weekend where 100 plus insane inmates take turns as Anna and don't nobody know who the baby's daddy is. Like, okay, compare that to Megan. Okay, well, we got an AI together and the programming got tripped out. No, man, if you had a crazy doll back in the day, it was because it was inhabited by a demon, a poltergeist, a ghost. It was the spirit of an assassin or a spirit of a serial. Anyway, but that's what I was thinking of the episode Weapons, right? It was from I think, I want to say it was like one of the later episodes of Trigun, like episode 22, 23, or something like that. But it was called the Alternative. So if you guys was thinking to yourselves, man, that weapons concept was pretty good. Nope, it's been done before. It's been done before.